Raise your fist to the air. Tunes brothers everywhere. Rockin' loud, feel the sound. Tunes brothers smashing ground. Whoa, rebels with guitars in hand. Raise your fist. Raise your fist. My boogeyman.
Okay, welcome into Tunes Brothers Rock Rumble number 2. I did not use Jason's this time. That'll be, in the future. I took some of Dave, Down Under Dave's stuff, and mixed it up a little bit with some of my stuff. Some of the ones Dave did was from a website type list, and it was some music that really kind of just didn't jive with this theme of the channel. So we'll get into some lighter side maybe later, but I think this is close enough to rock and metal. So Scott, what was your take on going over these songs?
In all honesty, the majority of mine were pretty cut and dry, man. I mean, I didn't even have to think twice on most of these. I think the only one that I only had problems with, I don't know if you could call it a problem, but there was just one of them that I kind of like both of them, but of course I like one of them better. So the rest of them pretty cut and dry for me, man.
All right, Sir Bitch-a-Lot, Louis.
Okay, for me, I thought this was a tedious, arduous, painful task. I was not pleasantly surprised by anything. Anything I liked ahead of time, I knew I liked, so I just listened to the version I did not hear, and then maybe rechecked what I liked to make sure I thought what I did. Felt the way I did, and I'm just going to basically say that you're going to be hearing a lot of bitching from me because, and I really think that this thing with dealing with 10 bouts for 20 songs is really a lot to take on in a couple days. The only thing I could do for these songs is just give you what I liked as first impression.
I'm assuming you misspoke there. It's 10 songs with 20 bands.
That's what I meant. That's what I mean. Okay. Well, I mean, it's 20 songs still, even though there's different versions.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's all I got.
That was Scott's brainchild. I was fine with 5.
Yeah, 5 battles is enough because you're dealing with 10.
You wanted 10,
songs.
And it did. It got to be a lot, especially on the editing side for me. Because you got to figure it may only be 5 songs, but like Lewis says, that's actually 10 songs. So yeah, we'll probably go back to 5.
Yeah,
that seems like the magic
The
number.
only reason I said that is because there's not really much discussion on these, man. You pretty much.
That last Rock Rumble was over an hour.
Yeah, it was quite a while. Then we did the elimination rounds and everything, so that added up to a lot of time. And I learned one thing. I have to point opposite of what I think I'm supposed to, because like when I was pointing to Dave, I was going like this, and that's for Dave. But when it plays back, it goes the other way. I don't know why my screen flips, but it does.
Go to the settings and mirror your camera.
The settings and mirror.
Mine used to do that. It don't do it no more, but mine used to do that every damn episode, bro.
Mirror my. All right, hold on.
I just went with it.
Am I different now?
Because when
no, you're not, but you'll see it different.
Oh, I'll see it different.
You're
Okay.
Point to Scott.
Oh, point to Scott.
Yep, that's right.
But
That's
when it
perfect.
plays back,
the
is it
video.
gonna- yeah, it should. That's right. That's the way it's supposed to be. The black
Yeah.
thing's supposed to be on my right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
Dave, what did
video
you
will
think?
come out now.
It wasn't as tedious as they all say, because obviously, I think you know half of these songs anyway. So you're only really listening to the ones you don't know to get your impression. And I must admit, some of the ones that I thought would be easy winners, after listening to the songs I didn't know as well, I actually kind of like them. So there might be a few surprises, might piss some people off, but
Darren.
Yeah, I agree with Dave. I didn't think it was that tedious because there are plenty of songs in here that I was very familiar with, and like Dave, some of them that I wasn't familiar with at all. The ones I did are for the money, all except for maybe one or two. And whichever one of you dickheads pitted Damn Yankees against Bon Jovi, I got a big FU for you. Right?
That would be me. That would be me. It was originally Bon Jovi with somebody else, but I wanted to make it tough.
Yeah. Well, fuck you.
Thank you.
I didn't enjoy that part. So anyway, yeah, I didn't. It didn't take me that long because again, I was very familiar with some of them. I just had to reacquaint myself with some. But I think there's going to be some surprises.
Okay. Yeah, this one is pretty much slam dunk up and down, except for two. And I did it to myself, really, because both of them I altered and added a better band than the one that was on the list. I don't know how to do this because some of those, and I know Dave just pulled it off a website, and I looked at some websites that do the same thing. Half these fucking bands I've never heard of, or they don't even remotely fit into the same genre as each other. I don't think that. I mean, if you're going to pit something, say from, Michael Bolton up against something from, Dio, how do you do that? I mean, it's two completely different genres. It just depends on your mood. So I jumbled it up, and I always try to make these. I'll tell you one thing. It's going to be fun going forward because Nitro, of course, going up against Kiss. There's 3 songs on this Nitro album that have Kiss titles. I could have picked. There are many bands that have Kiss titles, so just keep that in mind that Kiss will be very heavy in this. All in all, I think it's going to be pretty good though, because like Bitch a lot said there, you got the rounds after. It's not just cut and dry for the this versus this. Then we got to choose which song we like better. And are you keeping track of that again, Lewis?
Not this time. Darren's real good at keeping track of stuff, so I'll just let him do that because he does it well.
You got a hold of that,
you're analytical, Darren.
Okay, beautiful. All right, well, then, without further ado, number 1 on the list is Changes, Tesla versus Black Sabbath. Scotty.
I like both of them, but Tesla's got that one by a landslide. I love Black Sabbath, man, but that's one of the songs that it's a damn creepy ass song in a way. But I mean, Black Sabbath's creepy anyway, but I just don't, that's not a tune of theirs that I'm ever really been crazy about. So, and I love Tesla's Changes. I mean, it's from one of the fantastic songs on that debut album. So, it's a landslide with me.
Lewis.
I was thinking that I would like the Black Sabbath one better because I'm not a Sabbath fan, but I'm a fan of my favorite songs by them. And I don't think I've ever heard that before. And I was like, wow, this is like really something I do not enjoy. So by default, I gave it to Tesla just because it was a little bit better. I was hoping it'd be one of the cool songs that Sabbath does. But It isn't. And that's all. I just want to know one thing. So when this plays back on YouTube, I will be pointing in the correct direction and stuff, or will it flip again?
No.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be right.
All right. That's all I have for now.
Okay, Dave.
So going into this one, I didn't really know the Tesla song at all, and obviously very familiar with the Black Sabbath version. And I would have easily said Black Sabbath before listening to the Tesla version, but I really like that Tesla song. That's a great song. So it's another vote for Tesla.
All right. I wasn't sure that I'd heard the Black Sabbath song until I started playing it. Very familiar with Tesla's changes, and I'm a huge Tesla fan, and that song has always been one of my favorites. But honestly, the Sabbath song actually made me think about it, but I still went with Tesla.
All right. For me, I had never heard Black Sabbath, and I was this song by them, and I was shocked when it was a ballad. I was even more shocked when it was a good ballad sung by Ozzy. Ozzy, just for me, doesn't have a good track record of good ballads. But it was a much better song than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
But like has been stated, that Tesla song is just freaking epic. So Tesla gets it for me.
All right. Clean sweep.
Yep.
Clean sweep, you say?
Yes.
All right. I think that deserves this. All right.
Yes.
Next one up is Van Halen versus Whitesnake, Judgment Day.
Okay, this one now, I could not remember the Van Halen Judgment Day, so I had to tweak in big time on that one. Thumbs up to the intro with Eddie's guitars. You know, Sammy does a good job on singing. That's that for unlawful carnal knowledge. When they went to Sammy Hagar, they got some fucking crazy goddamn album titles. OU812 and shit like that. But anyway, the song for Van Halen is not bad, but it's not Whitesnake Judgment Day. I've always loved Whitesnake's version of that song. It's one of their better songs, in my opinion, with a hell of a damn beat and just a great song. I like Van Halen's okay, but to me, it's not even close to Whitesnake's version. That's my opinion.
Louis.
Yeah, you know, I really have to maybe listen to more Van Hagar, as they call it, because every now and then they do pull out a gem here and there. I've never been a Whitesnake fan. I don't know their catalog enough to pass a judgment on them, but here I go again, and whatever those other songs are, I can't enjoy them on the radio. They're just not for me. So just because of the energy, I chose the Van Halen song. I just thought it had a lot more groove and energy to it for me to like it. That's all I can say about that.
All right.
Down under.
Yeah.
There's a plane.
They're coming for me.
Pass the plane to
me.
We will fight them on the beaches. We will fight them in the fields. We will never give up. We will never surrender.
Not a big Vangina fan. That era was not for me. Now, I must admit, the Whitesnake song to me sounded like a Led Zeppelin song.
Fucker on mid-inhale. I've never heard that Vangina used. Okay, so what do you go ahead, Dave.
Song.
The Whitesnake to me sounded really like a Led Zeppelin song, which normally would mean I wouldn't go for it because I'm not a big Zeppelin fan. But I didn't mind it, and like I said, didn't really think much of the Van Halen or Vangina. So I will go with Whitesnake.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I had heard either of these. Well, maybe I may have heard the Van Halen back when it first came out, but again, that would have been a deep cut. That's obviously not something that was a single or well known. And I'm with Dave, or Louis, whichever. I'm not a big Whitesnake fan, so I don't know their whole catalog, but I know enough that I generally stay away from them. However, Whitesnake version had a good riff. I didn't mind that one, and the Van Halen song was okay. I mean, it wasn't annoying. I didn't dislike it completely, but Whitesnake's was better in my opinion. So that's who I went with.
Okay, I'm not a real fan of either band, and I did not like either song. But surprisingly, and throwing up on my mouth a little bit, I have to give the nod to Sammy and Van Halen. I don't like Sammy's voice. I never have, not even as a solo artist. I think he gets way too much credit for having this amazing voice. He sounds like Chris Hockey from K-Fan. It's just it's like a generic white man metal voice that pretty much anybody could do. He brings nothing to the table on anything ever, but comparing these two turds in a punch bowl, I give the nod to Van Halen.
All right, split decision.
Next up, Poison versus Warrant, Blind Faith.
Scott?
That's you, Scott.
Wait a minute. That's not a split decision. That's a win for Whitesnake.
It's a split decision. Anyway. Split decision doesn't mean a tie. It means that
it's a split. It's not unanimous. It's split. It's not even. It's just split. Yes. Don't you watch boxing? Stop watching that fucking NASCAR and watch a real sport.
Just because there aren't any left turns in boxing doesn't mean you can't watch it.
Boxing has been shit forever. So, yeah, I don't keep up with it anymore. Not since Fly Like a Butterfly, Sting Like a Bee. That's the last time. All right. But anyway.
You ain't that fucking old that you were watching Ali fights, you fuck.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Ali and
VHS.
Were you 5?
I was about 10, I think, when he fought in Africa that time, fought Frazier. No. He fought
Gorilla in Manila.
Big Boy. God damn it. What's his name? He boxed till he is 60 years old. What's the guy's name?
George
Foreman.
Yeah, George Foreman. Yeah. But anyway, no, I watched Tyson a few times. I still dabbled in it then. Back early 90s, I guess, give or take. But anyway, number 3 would be that one was. I'm not crazy about Poison's Blind Faith. I like Warrant's better, way better. I don't know. The Native Tongue album only had like a couple of songs on it I actually liked at all. That's when they started getting away from me.
Didn't they have Richie Kotzen on that album instead of CeCe?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. And they had...
the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, till he started the drummer's ex-wife. And okay. But anyway, Blind Faith, Warrant, my pick. Yeah.
Lou.
All right. Like I said, between the two, I thought going in, I said, wow, I like Poison, I like Warrant, back and forth. But when I actually stopped to listen to the songs, Poison was not delivering for me the style of music I enjoy them doing. I thought it was very generic, no meaning to whatever from a first impression listen. And even though I don't like, strummy, picking acoustic guitar and stuff, it was still just by default because I was disappointed with the Poison. Warrant won this battle for me just because Poison was not doing the Poison that I like.
Right. Dave.
I don't know about Blind. I wish I was deaf when I heard both these songs, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say much for both of them.
I have to pick a winner, so I'll go with Warrant. But yeah, neither of them really did anything for me.
All right. I'm a fan of both of those bands. Probably a much bigger fan of Warrant than of Poison. Poison's first few albums were very good in my opinion. I don't know Native Tongue as well, but Blind Faith has always been top 10 Warrant for me. So that was an easy decision, Warrant.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember ever hearing. I was surprised that Poison had a song with this name. It's an okay song by Warrant. It's an okay song by Poison. Probably just out of because I know it so well, I chose Warrant. I really don't care for. I don't hate the song by either band. I just don't care for it. And I love Warrant ballads, but this one I've just never really been a fan of. But Warrant gets it.
All right, another unanimous.
And this next one I had fucking fun with because I know the whole world is a fan of Pink Floyd. And the whole world should be a fan of the band I matched up against.
Don't we get a bell?
Was that unanimous?
Yeah.
All five of them for Warrant.
And before we move on to the next fight, Scott, how old were you in 1981?
17. Why?
In 81?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was when Ali's last fight was. So I don't know when his last fight with Foreman was.
I was 11. I was 11.
I was going to say.
I was going to say, Jesus Christ.
There's no way. I mean,
I was 17.
I was
yeah, my
8,
dad.
So I know I didn't watch Ali fight live. So
my dad was a Golden Gloves boxer, man. And we used to box when we was 10, 11, 12. He taught all us. So he loved watching it. So if it was football on, the Redskins was on, or boxing or racing, that's what the hell you was watching. Because you did damn sure didn't touch the TV. So
yeah, I had that in my house too. Only we had to watch Hee Haw.
Oh boy.
And Gunsmoke.
We watched that at night. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I think you had it lucky, Darren, because when I was at my dad's later in life, when I'd travel to see him, I had to Walker, Texas Ranger. There was just no way around it. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, here we go. We have The Warning, and everybody out there who does not know this band, find out, versus Pink Floyd with the song Money.
I'll be honest with you, I hated both these damn songs, man. And another thing, Pink Floyd, this is probably the worst song they've ever done, in my opinion. And I don't know why, but that's the song you'll hear on the damn radio more times than Rock and Roll All Night. Holy God. So I'm picking the Chick band just for that reason.
Okay, Lewis.
Okay, I'm old enough to know that this Pink Floyd song, which I used to hear all the time on the radio and hated it always and never will never like it. As a matter of fact, I didn't know who Pink Floyd was until like 5-6 years later. People say, "Do you like Leonard Skinner?" I say, "Who's he?" "Do you like Jethro Tull?" "Who's he?" "Do you like Pink Floyd?" "Who's he?" You know, all these bands, they sound like a guy's name and something like that, and you don't know who they are. Y'all expect them to be strummy. "Oh, God, the blues, baby." Yeah. You know, they all have that name, like that's the kind of music they're going to do. And I was saying, like, you know what? If it was anybody had a song called Money, I was probably just going to vote for it automatically because it wasn't Pink Floyd. You know, Pink Floyd is massively talented and everything else. And like that Wall album, I listened to that today. And it's like, wow, you got to respect the effort put into it. And there's a couple songs I would never put on a playlist, but I wouldn't mind listening to once every 10 years or something. But, you know, But it's just like, it's like, even I said, I like The Warning, but if it's even one of their worst songs, I'm just gonna choose The Warning, which I did, and they're just so tremendously hot and talented and everything else. Yeah, they did get a little bit ruined by people interfering in what they were doing, make that last crap album that disappointed. But I hope they regain their roots again and come back strong again. But Pink Floyd, we'll go with The Warning.
Dave.
Well, maybe I'm the only Pink Floyd fan on this channel then.
No, I love them. I just don't like that song.
Dark Side of the Moon is a great album. That is probably the weakest track on there. And it probably got radio play because it's probably the shortest track on there too. So, and it's probably one of the few songs on the album you can actually play out of order, where most of it needs to be listened to as a concept. I hadn't really heard of The Warning, so I was actually very pleasantly surprised. I thought it was a great song. And like the rest of them, I'm going to have to go with the one I hadn't heard before and go with The Warning. That's from a Pink Floyd fan.
You are not the only Pink Floyd fan. I have at least a dozen of their albums. I really enjoy Pink Floyd. However, I have never really been a big fan of the song Money, mostly because of the intro. Too long and annoying. But the rest of the song from Pink Floyd, I don't mind. I mean, I can put on that album and listen to it and not be inclined to want to skip. And although I've heard plenty from The Warning, I was not familiar with this song, but they killed it. I mean, it's a great tune. So that mixed with my dislike of part of the song from Money, I went with The Warning.
Let me get this straight. You can sit and listen to Dark Side of the Moon without skipping anything. And you got a problem with mob rules.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
There's a difference. Ronnie James Dio does not sing operatic music for Pink Floyd. That's the difference.
Now, The Wall, yeah, but not that fucking album. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be a clean sweep. I've never been a big Pink Floyd fan or a fan at all, really. I really, other than Another Brick in the Wall, which in my youth was the only fucking song you'd ever hear, and still one of the only songs you ever hear by them. Until the movie Departed came out and the scene with DiCaprio and the homely chick from Bates Motel getting it on in the kitchen to Comfortably Numb, and I fell in love with that song. Then did some more dig and found out they got a couple of good songs, but this Money song sucks ass from Pink Floyd. Has since the day I heard it many, many years ago to this day, and The Warning is fucking fantastic on this album. I'm with Lewis. I kind of shit the bed with Outside influences on Keep Me Fed, their newest album. There's a handful of good songs, not even a handful, maybe two or three. But when you go back to classic Warning like this is one of my favorite, probably my second favorite after Choke. These girls are so utterly fucking talented. It's insane. And this song is so catchy with such a cool chorus and concept to it. I knew what I was going to, pretty much anybody could have had, Gore could have had a song called Money and I'd have chose that. That's how bad I hate that Pink Floyd song. But I'd introduce The Warning to the crowd just in case you guys or viewers have not heard them. Little self-serving promotion for one of my favorite modern bands. So yeah, The Warning.
You got to watch that video that they have out, The Warning, 2015. Danny is like 13 years old. Ali's like 11, and who's the drummer's name again?
Pow.
she's like 10 years old, and they're playing like at a field, like at a high school or something. And
God Gave Rock and Roll.
I don't think no.
When they're even younger, that was one of their first talent show things they did. God Gave Rock and Roll.
But yeah, you got to check this performance out. It's a mix of cover songs and their songs and everything else, and it's really great. They open up with Ozzy's Crazy Train. I'll describe just a little. You can see Allie walking out on stage while Powell's at the drums, and boom, 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 and Allie go boom, 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 something like that. But even better, what I'm doing, and walks out there, and then Danny comes in and she's just jamming away the guitar, and all of a sudden you go, you know, they just right into Crazy Train, and you know, it's just spectacular. You got to watch the show.
They're fucking amazing. 3-piece sister band from Mexico. Just absolutely incredible. And if you like Enter Sandman, you all need to check out their rendition of it. They turn it to a really eerie gothic ballad, and it's fucking fantastic. All right, so moving on. ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, versus the Midge himself, Dio, in the song Turn to Stone.
Did I miss that one?
And in Dio's case, he was turned to a pebble.
Yeah, Dio, don't even, just next.
Okay. Lewis?
Yeah. Hey, look, I like some of ELO, though. I mean, I think they've got some good songs. I listened to them when I was young a lot.
Yeah, I do like a handful of ELO songs that never were
that,
on the radio.
That one there, I don't, though. I mean, if it would have been something like Don't Bring Me Down or something like that, fuck yeah, I love that. But that one, I don't like. So, but Dio, yeah, by far. That's, of course, me.
Louis?
Well, I went opposite because I was hoping the Dio song would have a little bit more energy and not be slow as it was or whatever. Like I said, first, I just said, you know what? I'm not loving the song. You know, it's just not happening for me. So ELO by default won, not because I love that version either. Like songs ELO does, like Calling Out to America and these other songs that they do, I forget what album they're from, is really good. And it's like, wow, they're lively songs, but they're beautiful to listen to. A lot of good talent in that band that the general public at large does not know about.
Okay.
Well, Dio's going to lose this one. So
Down Under.
I was counting on yours and Down Under's vote.
Well, I do like Dio, but you must live in a different country to me because ELO were huge here and always have been.
No, I'm just talking about songs on the radio, not, you know, when you go
so many hits from ELO. I don't know. You must not listen to the same radio I listen to, but they've had so many hits. And most of the other material is from the 70s and not the 80s. So, yeah, ELO, easily. Great song. Sorry, Scott.
Yeah, there was no competition here. It's ELO. I mean, never enough.
The simp speaks.
Yeah, and okay. I'm with Dave here. This band has an enormous catalog of hits. Those people who only got familiar with them in the 80s are missing out on the epic stuff from the 70s. One of my, just in recent, I mean, as a kid, I knew, you know, of course, Don't Bring Me Down. And like, what is that? Rock and Roll is King. And of course, they did the Xanadu soundtrack. As an adult, I started going back and discovering the stuff like Telephone Line and Magic and oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, not even close. There's nothing Dio could do to beat ELO on their worst day.
Was they on the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Wasn't that?
I've never seen that movie. Never seen the movie.
Wow. Hey,
you're not a sweet transvestite?
I don't like stupid humor like that. That's that over the top obvious South Park type humor. I hated that Spaceballs movie. I hate that ridiculous Airplane, All that over the
no,
top
really?
stupid humor just does nothing for me.
Spaceballs I didn't like, but Airplane was fucking hilarious, man. Come on, bro.
All right. So we go to another one that I threw in one of my bands, Disturbed versus Every Mother's Nightmare, the song Already Gone.
I'm a huge Disturbed fan, but this song here, their slow stuff is pure shit. So, yeah, Disturbed is not built for slow shit, bro. I don't know why they do it. I don't understand what possesses them to try
What about their remake of Sound of Silence that everybody loves so much?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. Hell no. Now their remake of Land of Confusion, now that is wicked. That's badass. But they are not built for slow shit. I don't understand why they keep doing it. It sounds like hell. But yeah, the other band, Mother's Nightmare, Every Mother. Now that one rocked. That one was actually pretty good. So, I mean, not the greatest, but I did like it to some degree. But Disturbed was shit. So
Louie.
You. Yeah, like when I saw that title and I saw both of those bands, that you had it Stained, then you changed it to Disturbed.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I hit Stain.
Well, did they do a song also called Already Gone?
No, but I don't. I was going through a list of bands that David sent me, and Stain must have been the one before, and it just stuck in my head.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm not a fan of the band I'm going to mention, but I could probably pull at least maybe 10 songs I would listen to every now and then. And when I saw Already Gone and neither choice was the Eagles, I was like, wow. Because from my opinion, the Eagles beats both those versions. But I'm going to go with Every Mother's Nightmare just because, whatever reason, I didn't care for the Disturbed. Every Mother's was just a little bit more, whatever, rough, tough, or whatever. So just by default, Every Mother's Nightmare gets my vote.
Okay, Down Under Dave.
Well, I'm going to take a different track altogether here because you say not built slow songs, yet he's a classically trained vocalist, so he is built for slow songs.
no.
Much better song. It's deep. I love it. Didn't think much of the other one. So Disturbed, I'll go against the grain.
Okay.
All right. I didn't mind the Disturbed song. I don't think he does a bad job on the slow stuff. Their cover of Sound of Silence, I wouldn't say it was as good as what everybody else or what the critics were saying, but I still think they did a good job with it. But I've been a fan of Every Mother's Nightmare for quite some time. I have quite a few of their songs that are already in my playlist, and this one is just better than Disturbed.
Disturbed. I'm a 50-50 fan of these guys, and I'd have to side with Scott here. I don't like the little bit of slow shit I've heard from him, and I'm not going to go as far as to say he's not capable of it. It's not what I expect when I listen to Disturbed. I want to hear rip your fucking head off music when I listen to Disturbed. And this, I mean, the song's not bad, but Every Mother's Nightmare is easily top 20 all-time favorite bands for me, even though most people have never heard of them. And I happen to love this fucking song by them, so I got to go with Every Mother's Nightmare.
Is Louis the one who the Eagles?
He would have, yeah.
Paul Stanley's description of the Eagles is guys playing songs that's about being desperate in the desert.
Like I said, not a fan, but I know I like it. I could probably come up with 10
I bet he
songs.
wishes he sold as many records as they did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, though. They're hideous. Okay. But anyway.
Yeah. We got Pearl Jam versus Def Leppard, Animal.
I don't like either songs, but Animal would crush anything that would come out of the worst voice in music history.
And for fairness and conversation,
Stone.
when you're seeing these weird bands in here like Pearl Jam, that's not me, man. These are coming from
Oh, I
published lists.
know. It's the song.
Yeah,
It's the
okay.
song. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But there's nobody in the history of the planet. The guy that we just got done talking about, homeboy, David.
Draymond.
What's his name? Sturm.
Draymond.
Yeah, he sound like Mozart creating a masterpiece on that song compared to what any Eddie Vedder could sound on any fucking thing. This guy is horrible. I don't know how in the hell this band ever even got off the ground. But
the right place at the right time.
God almighty, dude. That is the worst voice I've ever heard right there. All right. So I think you can pretty much give me Def Leppard with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I just want to say this before I get started. This is for the community. The song used to play. We all used to mock it a little bit. We enjoyed it anyway. And we used to go, and I want, and I need, and I love, and I must.
That's what it sounds like he's saying. I've been singing that line for years. Enemas, yeah.
Oh,
anyway,
man.
Animal gets it because I don't know anything, but I can't think of a Pearl Jam song I like. Maybe there's one out there, and I just don't know what it is.
No,
Probably not.
there's none.
But wait a minute. Oh, I'm thinking Red Hot Chili Peppers. Never mind. I always kind of get those two confused, even though the music's different, but yet they seem to be interconnected. Like they could play each other's songs, and you wouldn't know the difference. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to give it to Def Leppard just because it's better.
Okay, we got Dave, our resident grunge fan.
No, I'm not a big Pearl Jam fan, actually. And when you're going against, one of the best produced albums of all time, you're going to have to dig something up pretty good. But Animal, easily by Def Leppard. Easily.
Awesome.
Yeah. The Def Leppard song is good. And it was a very good album. And Eddie Vedder sounds like he's singing names from the phone book with a half dozen cocks in his mouth. There's no fucking way I would ever pick any song sung by Eddie Vedder with Pearl Jam solo or whatever. I never understood how popular they were. I mean, even when grunge was a thing, still didn't make sense.
No, I agree 100%.
I mean, I never understood that. So yeah, Def Leppard by a mile, and by 26 miles by a fucking marathon. I mean, fuck, Pearl Jam sucks ass. And they're cramped.
And sucks 6 cocks.
It's a half dozen.
Yeah.
Okay. Literally any hair band, even ones who were never signed, would win over any grunge band ever for me. They're other than maybe Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. I really like that song.
Yeah.
But most of these fucking grunge bands, you couldn't fucking, pull fucking 2/10 of the talent out of any member as you could hair metal bands. And like Dave said, you're going up against one of the most respected albums to ever be released by a rock band. Forget hair band. That whole album to me is fucking fantastic. This is not one of the stronger ones that I would have on a playlist, but it's still a great song. And the other side is still Pearl Jam.
You got Weird Al has a song called "My Baby's in Love with Eddie Vedder." You got to listen to that someday.
Jeez,
as in like tonight or tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
All right, here's one that I purposely made tough because the band, like so many of these songs, they pull one band that fits this podcast, and then like 3 fucking bands I've never heard of who play like pop or prog rock or some bullshit. So I had to make it very tough on the hair metal fans here. Damn Yankees versus Bon Jovi, Runaway.
Bon Jovi.
Okay.
Because I did like his first 2 albums and part of his 3rd album. I was actually a fan. I mean, until after that, then he falls in there with Eddie Vedder to me, because I can't stand nothing pretty much after Slippery When Wet. Maybe a song or 2 off New Jersey, but after that, I have got no use at all for this guy. But
I agree.
anyway,
I agree.
Runaway is fantastic. I think it was the 2nd song I ever heard by him, because the video I seen on
She Don't Know
MTV.
Me.
Yes, great fucking song.
That whole first album is criminally underrated.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I think his 7800 Fahrenheit's underrated too. That's a jamming down.
He actually hates that album, and I could slap him for it, because songs like Tokyo Road and Silent Night, fucking amazing.
Awesome.
In and out of love.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
In and Out of Love.
fucking yeah, man. Well, see, he makes fun of all his fucking past anyway.
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
like Paul.
But that's why I don't like him. That's why I didn't want to pick him. But I'm not crazy about Damn Yankees Runaway. It's not bad, but I think Bon Jovi's is 10 times better. So I got to be fair about the song, in my opinion. So that's why I'm going with Bon Jovi.
I went into this thing already knowing one version of the song, and I said I got to give the other one a chance, and it was pretty good. And I was kind of like liking it to a point, but then I went back to recheck the song I knew, and I said, you know what, Bon Jovi's got this one. I mean, the Damn Yankees version is a good song, but it just doesn't have that whatever it is that the Bon Jovi, but that piano going and the guitars kick in and everything. It just, you know, it's a standard metal song that that appeals to the general public at large.
Down Under.
And anything Tommy Shaw sings is usually pretty good anyway. Runaway was the first song I'd heard from Bon Jovi, and I think it's just a classic song. It's I mean, it's pity it all went to shit not long after, but
Yeah.
Runaway easy, runs away with it, Bon Jovi.
Good. Darren.
Yeah, I really hated having to pit these 2 songs against each other. That first album from Bon Jovi, although obviously Slippery When Wet was, I think, my first introduction to them, but that Christmas, I know I got both of their first 2 albums in my Christmas stocking. So I had all, their first 3 albums.
Yeah.
That first album is tremendous from Bon Jovi. I happen to like the Damn Yankees a lot. I like Tommy Shaw. I like Blades. But so this was tough, but I ended up going with Bon Jovi. That song is just hands down. I mean, I hated having to pick it just because I liked the song Runaway, but Bon Jovi's version is hands down just better, in my opinion. I mean, it's damn near a perfect song.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just like to say that Darren's Christmas stocking is a sleeping bag. That's how I was able to get 2 albums to fit inside of it.
No, they were cassettes. No, they were both of the cassettes, right?
Okay.
Big damn stocking, brother. Hell yeah. I wasn't thinking about that.
Okay, honestly, I thought this one was going to create a little bit more controversy, but apparently I was wrong. Bon Jovi's Runaway, soundtrack of my youth. And when I say youth, I'm talking elementary school. We'd go roller skating every Friday, and that song was on every Friday. Love the song. That being said, my favorite song on the entire Damn Yankees catalog is Runaway. I think the guitar work from the intro to the solo from Nuge is amazing. I love the harmony and the power chorus. Though it was hard for me, and I absolutely love both songs. Maybe back when I was a kid, I'd have looked at it more Bon Jovi's way, but as the music I like to listen to now, I'm giving it to Damn Yankees.
Don't forget to take out your trash cans.
Oh no! I thought we was gonna have a clean sweep, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was another bell ringer.
I already had it written in. So,
all right, here's another one that's extremely hard for me. We'll see about you guys. Winger versus White Lion, Hungry.
Oh yeah, this one was tough, but it wasn't as tough as I'm not gonna sit here and act like it was, tooth pulling tough or anything. That's one of my favorite songs by Winger. I like White Lion's version too, but Winger has got it in spades with this song here. That's my opinion. Winger.
Well, I got a feeling it's going to be a 4-1 vote against me, and I don't give a shit. But between freaking two songs, the Winger song was too fucking slow for me. And you know how I feel about ballads and slow shit? Well, at least it was. I mean, compared to White Lion, seemed to just step right into it and just run with it. So I choose White Lion for this song.
Too slow?
All right, I have to go back and recheck it, but it seemed kind of slow to me.
I think he's talking about the intro more than anything, Scott.
Oh, okay. Well, that don't last long, bro.
Well,
that's what she said.
Hey, if I go, listen, I got a question. If I go to YouTube and listen on my computer, you guys gonna hear it?
Hear what?
If I went to YouTube to pull up a video to listen real quick.
No, I don't. No, we should
not unless you play it real loud.
If you play it in your headphones, we shouldn't hear it.
Yeah, if you're using headphones for your sound, we won't hear it at all.
All right, so you guys talk. I'm gonna do a quick check. Not that I will change my mind, because when I say something, I say something. But I'll see how wrong I was.
All right.
And by the way, I will say the first song I ever heard by Winger was Madeline. That was the first video I seen, and that's when I first noticed him.
Me too.
So yeah, but Hungry was right behind it. Wasn't that the car crash and somebody dies and
they had, I believe, 4 because they had Madeline 17, Headed for a Heartbreak, and the song in question, Hungry.
Yeah, and my favorite song on that album is Time to Surrender, bro.
That's an awesome song.
Bad ass. Yeah.
Dave.
Both these songs made me lose my appetite, to be honest. Not anymore. I didn't care for either of them, to be honest, but I have gone with Winger. Winger is the preferred one.
I thought he was making a joke about the name of the damn song there for a minute.
No, very serious.
All right. I like both of these bands. White Lion's Hungry is a good tune, very good tune. Wingers is better, in my opinion. It's not the perfect song like Bon Jovi's Runaway, but it's still better than White Lion's version, in my opinion.
Okay. Absolutely love both of these bands on their first and second albums. White Lion kind of fell off when they went a little more light instead of letting Vito shine, like early classic White Lion. I love both songs, but in listening to it out here, when Kip Winger fucking gets that voice going, and Mike Tramp just can't touch him. So Winger gets it.
Okay, I just rechecked, and I still pretty much feel exactly the way I do. It is heavier than I remembered, whatever, I just didn't know. But I just like the energy better with the White Lion version.
Fair enough. It's a great song.
I noticed you just said that White Lion got a little bit lighter and a little bit, not as heavy as they went on. Now, this is the album right after the second album, right? You're talking about
this is the second album. Their first album is very unknown to non-diehard White Lion fans.
I keep forgetting about that. I'm talking about after their third album, maybe.
Yeah, the
Is that
album
what you're
after
talking
this is
about?
the one that they came out with that had fucking Little Fighter and I think Radar Love.
Yes.
Or
So
was
how
Radar
many of
Radar
you?
Love on the third album?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of you guys has ever listened to their CD or album or whatever called Main Attraction?
Yeah.
I had it at one point. That and Big Game.
That is one rocking ass fucking album. There.
I have to listen
They
to it again
can-
because I'll be honest with you. I hate the song Radar Love so fucking bad, no matter who sings it. Paul Stanley couldn't sing it well. It's a terrible song. When they came out with that, they turned me off so fucking quick. I don't think I ever gave them a shot after that.
Yeah, I didn't really like that either. That was on the Big Game album. But the Main Attraction album, dude.
Is that got
that's
Little
actually-
Fighter?
Yes.
No,
Little Fighter
no,
and
no.
Radar Love are both on Big Game.
Both on Big Game.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
So
Main
what
Attraction.
would have been a release
No.
off of Main Attraction?
Main Attraction, Lights and Thunder, Broken Heart, Leave Me Alone.
Broken Heart is actually a redone version from their first album.
Okay, Love Don't Come Easy, You're All I Need, It's Over, War Song, She's Got Everything, Till Death Do Us Part, Out with the Boys, Blue Monday, and Farewell to You.
Okay,
That
so
is the
Love
Main Attraction.
that one that what did you say? Love Don't Come Easy. That was a release. That was a good song. Yeah.
94. It didn't get noticed because it came out in like 94 or something
Main
like that.
Attraction was 91.
So what was their third album? Was it
91.
Big Game?
Big Game was number 3. Pride
Okay.
was their second.
So
album.
that's where I started to lose interest after Big Game because I loved Little Fighter, but then they put that piece of shit remake of fucking Radar Love, and I lost all interest.
Yeah, Fight to
Well, since
Survive
you
was their
guys-
first one with Broken Heart.
Since
Broken
you
Heart,
guys-
you all owe it to yourself if you're White Lion fans to listen to both versions. Because unlike Taiketo, who reused Standing Alone and just tweaked it a little, Broken Heart are
different.
almost two completely different fucking songs with the same chorus and stuff. I mean, they really, went ahead and made it two different songs, and they're both spectacular. I can't to this day pick which one I like better because I love them both.
I lean towards the debut album version,
Yeah.
but they're both damn good.
Yeah.
I was going to
Okay.
say,
Yeah, go ahead,
you
Scott.
guys are not that familiar with the Main Attraction album by them.
No, I
I
am.
wanna
That
see-
was because that one came out in 91. I know I owned that one for sure.
Yeah, that's my favorite album by them by far.
Really?
And I think it's the heavier album.
Because to me,
Yeah.
I think Pride is Pride is White Lion's Appetite or Hysteria or what. I mean, that Pride is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it too. But it came out at the right time. And if this one would have came out at that time, it would have been fucking
I'll have to listen to it because I
tremendous.
honestly, other than whatever was released from it, like I said, I know Love Don't Come Easy. Maybe I don't think I ever listened to the album, so I'll have to give it a shot.
You're All I
I was
Need
gonna say-
is the big hit.
I was
off of
gonna
that
say-
one. Till Death Do Us Part.
I was going to say, y'all want to change Alice in Chains facelift and throw White Line Main Attraction in?
What?
He's
Instead
talking
of
way
doing-
down the line to push
Album
out
ranking.
Alice in Chains and do
Put
one
Alice in
song.
Chains on the back burner and throw in White Line Main Attraction.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Let me see.
I almost started cutting myself listening to that Alice in Chains album.
What?
No,
You don't like it?
okay, no, that was painful.
Yeah, what?
Seriously, I was driving for work. I just wanted to hit something. I just run into a brick wall. It was just
Man, that's a good album.
it's depressing.
Okay.
It's just bleh.
It is dark.
He sounded like he was having a stroke.
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark. I mean, I'll give you that. It's heavy, man.
Fucking Dave's killing me today.
Yeah,
I
man.
like a
You
little
like
bit
about
of
to
light
stick
in
a
the
fork
dark.
in your eye?
All right, now I put this on here just to see if we can get Scott's goat again. nobody thinks of the bands I plug in. You go to these fucking lists and they go to the popular bands as if, and they'll have like 4 or 5. It's like these are the only fucking bands who ever had that title. These websites do horrific fucking research. All I had to do was look at a song title, go to my fucking MP3 list, boom, 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 this artist, there it is. And here we go, the main event. Nitro versus Kiss, Making Love.
And I've got nothing against Nitro at all. I mean, the song is, high octane. Well, what's his name? I mean, he's high octane anyway. But there ain't no fucking way on God's green earth that anybody's going to pull a song Making Love better than Kiss's Making Love. I don't care who it is. That is the song. That's rock and roll over, brother. There's nothing going to beat that for me. So, you know where I stand.
Yeah. Okay. I already knew going in which one I was more than likely going to pick, but I said, let me give the Nitro version a chance and all that. But now, before I say, just to confirm it, that until you listen to the version I put up of Making Love, you've not heard the song. Okay? It's right there on YouTube with Flamin' Youth. I do a wicked cool edit with that song, but the winner definitely Kiss Making Love. But you got to hear my version that I did, so much better than Kiss has ever done, because I structured it the way it should be played live on the structure factor, and the sound is great too. And you don't have Paul hiccuping love, love, love like on the Alive 2. He sings it so much better. And Ace's guitar is on point.
This episode has been brought to you by Louis Barcilio's YouTube channel.
Hopefully we get some royalties.
Are you going to tell us which one you chose now, Louis?
I told you Kiss.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Dave.
I pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't have to listen to ads. But this one, the main event, the patrons would be pretty pissed off because Kiss has walked into the ring, punched Nitro in the face. They've gone down. Fight over. No contest.
Yes.
Wow. Is it going to be 4-1 against me? Because we've had 3. I had to go with Nitro on this. Just kidding. It's Kiss. I just had to see Scott's reaction. I love Nitro. I love Jim Gillette, Michelangelo. But yeah, Kiss Making Love. It's a damn good song, and it doesn't beat Nitro.
All right. Nitro. Huge fan. Hot, Wet, Dripping with Sweat, which this song is on, by far their best album, their second album.
Yes.
Pretty much every song on here I love, with the exception of Hey Mike, the worthless masturbation guitar solo that so many of these fucking nut job guitarists think they need to do. That being said, Paul Stanley absolute shits the bed on Making Love. Hate the fucking song. I love the guitar riff. The lyrics are brutal. The Tourette syndrome chorus, blah, 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 it's fucking embarrassing as a Kiss fan, always has been. It's only remotely tolerable on Alive 2 when he doesn't do that fucking ridiculous Tourette's. Jim Gillette outshines Paul Stanley, outclasses him. Michelangelo fucking plays circles around Ace Frehley with fucking hands tied behind his back. Just a better song, flat out, hands down, not even fucking close.
You just wasted all that time for nothing, man.
In fact, Rock and Roll Over would be a perfect album if they put Jim Gillette's version instead of Paul Stanley's album on there.
I used to have so much respect for Rob.
I know, man.
Payback's
I
a
don't know.
bitch, motherfucker, for
Hate
shitting
you.
on United.
That fucking song.
Come
Man.
back to
One
number
of the
10.
best songs they've ever made. My God.
All
How
right,
are we going to do this?
Darren.
All right. Well, in our first matchups, we will have 4-4-1 songs go up against each other, and then we'll go on to the 4-5-0 songs. And the winner of the 4-1 battle will go against the 3-2 battle to see who takes on the winner of the 5s.
Beautiful.
So
Your show now, bud.
We will start with Every Mother's Nightmares, Already Gone, against Bon Jovi's Runaway. So these were both 4-1. So go ahead, Scotty. Give us your choice between Every Mother's Nightmare and Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi for me with that one, even though the other song's pretty good, but Bon Jovi's has got it.
Bon Jovi.
Dave?
Yeah, I didn't pick the other one before, so it's Bon Jovi this time.
I'm also going with Bon Jovi, so that is 4-0 for now. All right.
I'm justified now. I can pick Bon Jovi.
All right. So Every Mother's Nightmare has been eliminated. Bon Jovi will move on. So the next 4-1 matchup, we have Winger, Hungry, against Kiss, Making Love.
That's tough, but not tough enough. Kiss, Making Love. What? Well, you done it on purpose, didn't you? What's the other 4?
I'm going in order.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Making Love either way. That's going to be mine. So
Louis.
I love Winger's song, but not that good.
I have more fun with the Kiss song, so they're the winner for this one.
Ding, ding, ding. Kiss. Easy.
All right. I would have actually voted for Winger, so that's where I'm going to go.
We know where
Winger, and it's not even fucking close.
All right.
Top row wins.
3-2. So Winger is now eliminated, and Kiss Making Love moves on.
You suck, you jackass.
So the next 4-1 battle, and actually, we're going to have to. I forgot the ELO is in here. So we're going to say ELO, Turn to Stone versus Bon Jovi, Runaway.
Runaway. Bon Jovi.
Yeah, Bon Jovi for me also.
Oh, jeez. I'm going with my heart. I'm going ELO.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Bon Jovi, 3-1.
Bon Jovi.
All right, 4-1. So ELO has been eliminated. The last of the I take that back. Never mind. So now we're gonna have Bon Jovi versus Kiss. Making Love.
Making love, making love, making love.
He's sticking with that.
I love Bon Jovi's song, but it's Making Love's the best song on this damn thing.
Sticking with Kiss.
Dave, Making Love versus Bon Jovi's Runaway.
Well, I'm going to make love and not run away, so.
All right.
Yes.
I'm voting for Runaway.
I second that motion.
All right. Well, but they're still eliminated. That's a shame. All right, so I think I know how everybody's going to vote on this because we're the last one we're going to have since it was a split decision. Whitesnake needs to go up against Kiss. So Making Love by Kiss versus Judgment Day by Whitesnake.
Jesus Christ. Talk about a shit sandwich with a shirt in the middle of two
Hey,
fucking
get the fuck out of here. Hey. You know who I'm picking, brother. I don't even got to say.
Lewis, you're sticking with Kiss?
Oh,
maybe Rob can dig up another band that plays like Great Expectations or some shit, you know? And we'll get Kiss knocked off the panel.
You know, there's addictions that people have and problems, and some things you have help for, some things you don't. And there's no help for Rob's bad taste. But, you know, then again, like, there are many type of help centers for certain addictions, and the only addiction that you can't get rid of help, you got to do that on your own.
This was a multiple choice question.
Is the hokey pokey, because that one you have to turn yourself around and nobody else can do it for you. But I already said Kiss.
All right, Dave. Whitesnake or Kiss? All right.
Kiss. It's Kiss.
Yeah, I can't pick Whitesnake against Kiss. Anything Whitesnake had can't beat anything Kiss had. So
I disagree. Whitesnake.
Oh.
Fucking
right. I hate that fucking song, dude. I fucking hate it.
Hey, stop it. Get some help.
Hey, Rob.
So now we have the 5-0.
What do you think of Making Love?
It sucks.
All right. So first up of the 5-0 winners is Tesla's Changes versus Warrant's Blind Faith.
Oh, that's going to be Tesla for me.
All right. The long-winded Sir Bitch-a-Lot. Tesla or
Tesla?
Warrant? All right. Dave?
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. All right. That's another Tesla. All right. For me, I would say that would be tough. But Tesla.
What was the competition?
Warrant's Blind Faith against Tesla's Changes.
Tesla.
Warrant is eliminated. Next up of the 5-0s, we have Money by The Warning versus Def Leppard's Enemas.
Okay. Damn, now that one is tough. Fuck. I got to go with Def Leppard, but I am not the biggest fan of that song. Damn.
Louie Louie?
Gonna go with The Warning.
Ooh, okay. Down Under.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised by that Warning, and I'll probably listen to the rest of the album now, but history is just going to make me go with Def Leppard.
All right. I am going to side with Man Boob's Bitch-a-Lot, and I'm going to take The Warning on this one. So Rob, you're the tiebreaker. Animal by
Love Hysteria and the song, but the Warning song is head and shoulders above Def Leppard's.
All right.
Def Leppard has been booted.
No problem
now
with that one.
Tesla's Changes versus The Warning's Money.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Tesla.
All right. Scott sticks with Tesla. Lewis?
Yeah.
Warning.
Wow.
Dave?
I'll go with the Cybertruck.
What?
The Cybertruck. Tesla.
Oh, okay.
I'm just getting Elon on side.
Which, by the way, side note, is probably the ugliest vehicle ever fucking invented. We saw one driving around here a few weeks ago. Just what a hideous eyesore.
They
that
are
thing
ugly,
is.
but what was the fishbowl car back from the 70s?
Oh, the Pinto Gremlin.
The Gremlin. The Gremlin is still fucking uglier than the goddamn Cybertruck.
I thought
I thought the one Homer Simpson made was better than the Cybertruck.
I thought the Pacer was the bubble car. The
There you
Gremlin
go.
was,
The Pacer. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. They're all ugly.
This is a really tough call between the Warning, Money, and Tesla, but I'm going to stick with Tesla.
Warning.
All right. Well,
Wow.
unfortunately, that 2 to 3 isn't good enough. So the Warning has been eliminated in third place. And the title fight is...
This is unfair because we've got 4 out of the 5 of us who fucking got an anal itch problem about ballads. So now Tesla's going to get fucked 6 ways a Sunday because they don't like ballads.
No, I love Tesla's song. I love that whole album. But I don't love it as much as Making Love, bro.
All right, Scott. Making Love versus I Want You.
Fuck that. Hell no, that's not on this. No.
Tesla's Changes versus Kiss's Making Love for the title.
I love everything on that first Tesla album, even the second one almost, dude. They're one of my favorite bands that came out in the 80s. But I knew going into this that Making Love was the best song on this list for me. I knew that if it made it, I'm voting for it because it is my favorite song. One of my favorite songs Kiss has ever done. So I can't go against it. There's just no way. So Making Love, dude.
All right. Lewis.
Hate to be a Papagallo, but Making Love. I mean, Kiss. It's it's a solid rocker.
Down under Dave. I think you're going to be the swing vote here, Dave.
Yeah, it might be. I love the Kiss song, obviously, but I'm going to go with Tesla.
Oh God!
There you go.
I am also going with Tesla's Changes.
I would have picked I Want You over Making Love.
And the winner is Tesla's Changes over that flaming pile of crap that I'm embarrassed to claim as a Kiss fan. There we go. Thank you for bringing sanity, boys.
I know.
We're set up.
To be honest, it's probably better this way because Kiss won the first one.
Kiss can't win them all. Hey,
honestly, to me, guys, all things considered, the best song on this list for me is Money by The Warning, period.
Really?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I'm not a blind Warning fan like you'll find on their fucking fan base. Everything isn't good, but the stuff that's good is fucking on next level fabulous, especially considering it's 3 at the time teenage girls, 1 guitar, 1 bass, 1 drum. Sure, they have some backtracked keyboards in, but she has to do it all. She's the lead singer, the lead guitarist, and the rhythm guitarist. And she's at the time was a fucking teenager. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's saying a damn lot. I know how much you guys like Winger and Warrant and bands like that. So that's damn.
Believe me, I'd have never fucking thought of it myself until I started that reaction channel, which no longer exists. That fan base, when I did their first song, just by accident, because it came up in my feed, grew my fan base 3,000 votes within a month, or 3,000 subscribers. I got so addicted to this fucking band, it was all I was fucking listening to. Now, I'm not saying every song on every album, but I'm saying, like everybody else, their hits, their releases, fucking fantastic.
Lewis, suppository, you got your suppository in the wrong hole there, Lewis.
I was going to say, I try not to get addicted to 15-year-old girls, but we have rules against that here.
Oh, and it doesn't help, sidebar, and don't mention this on a Warning comment section or you'll get ridiculed and they'll send that Dave Hansen to catch a predator to your house. They are fucking gorgeous. Every fucking sister, to the point where I don't envy anybody who gets seriously involved with one and has to do family time, because how are you not looking at the other two thinking, geez, can I get a piece of that too? So gorgeous and talented, amazing band.
Are they gorgeous as women or just gorgeous as Mexicans?
No,
I'm not even answering that. They're gorgeous women.
You would not know they were Mexican if you weren't.
I live in Australia. I'm safe.
You would never
They
know
look
they're
like
Mexican
Angus
at all. They do not have any of the appearance traits. I was actually shocked, but yeah,
I didn't know.
Just musically, all kidding aside, anybody out there looking for something modern instead of being stuck in the reruns that people like me have to live in because they hate today's music, it is AC/DC Kiss type music with a modern twist. And I know I had the same attitude with female singers. Believe me, Lita Ford couldn't fucking hold a candle to this fucking singer if her fucking life depended on it. This chick is the real deal. You watch her on stage, she's such a badass. The charisma, she's got the Paul Stanley onus of the stage. Amazing. The drummer is like a female Eric Singer. She's a fucking nut job. They call her fan base gave her the title Animal, like Muppet, the drummer. She's that fucking insane.
Yeah.
Let's just say this about Pow as a drummer. There are a lot of great drummers out there that bring something to the table. Pow brings the fucking table. That's how good she is.
She's fucking amazing. It's worth watching, even if I'm not saying you have to be a Warning fan. Watch their live. Their videos are cool, but this is one of the few bands who's actually better live than they are in the studio. That's how fucking good they are. And I would say watch whatever song, watch it live. There's plenty of high def, awesome. They put videos out all the time of their live performances, top-notch production that will pound in any system, just to watch the fucking energy that these girls have on stage. It's fucking incredible. Anyway,
Awesome.
Tesla wins. Kiss is the runner-up. What do we want to do next? I'll give you a quick breakdown here, if I can.
Not Alice in Chains.
Wait a minute. What about the songs that got 5 and 0? We got to battle those two out? Or weren't there at least 2 of them that did 5 and 0?
Yeah, they're done.
They're done.
We got them all.
Yeah.
Which were the 2 songs? I just forgot.
No, there were 4 songs that were 5 and 0. That was Tesla, Warrant's Blind Faith, The Warning, and Def Leppard's Animal.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Okay, so on the docket, let's take a vote and wait till I'm done because I'm going through categories. So for albums, we have White Lion's Main Attraction now, thanks to Scott. We have Alice in Chains Facelift. Bob Seger, Stranger in Town, as Tommy wants to do. For some reason, someone chose Welcome to My Nightmare instead of Constrictor for Alice Cooper. For Kiss, we still have to rate their ballads or lower to mid-tempo songs. And I've got another rumble that Jason has that's not necessarily same title. It's play on words, the titles together. So, and this one's going to be interesting. Some of the matchups he has on here are going to be tough. So what do we want to do next?
I'm ready for Seeger.
You ready for Seeger?
Yeah, I haven't done the other things yet. I mean, I already got my notes done, and so that's
everybody on here game for Seeger next.
I told you guys I would hang back for the Seeger, and Tom could take my spot because I'm not a huge Seeger fan. He's got one album that I like a couple of songs on, but that's not it. It's Against the Wind and Her Strut. That's the album that I like. But it wouldn't be a positive vibe for me, and I damn sure don't want to be, on there and give a negative vibe or anything. I mean, because evidently he likes it, man, or he wouldn't have requested it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you want to at least be on and participating, or do you just want the night off?
You know what? Just let me know when y'all do it. I'll still listen to it, but I just won't take no jabs, man.
Okay.
Special comments.
Special commentator, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so Bob Seger, Darren, next night of availability.
Friday.
Okay, so we're looking at Friday around the same time as always for Bob Seger, if that works for the rest of you. Tom, when you watch this, let me know if you can't do Friday as soon as possible. This is your album, so then I guess another Rumble in the books. I kind of like this. I think we'll keep doing it.
Yeah,
so if you guys have anything and you can do it bias-wise or to stick it to someone else, send me fucking messages of songs you want, and I'm not going to say I'm going to use every one every time, but I'm collecting a list.
But try and keep it as a bit of a theme.
One right offhand. I told you the other day that it just popped in my head. You know,
text me, because that actually could be a three-way battle, because I found another band with the same fucking thing, and maybe that's what we'll do. And eventually we can get into covers if you want.
Who doesn't like a three-way?
Yeah.
Definitely not male. No way.
Well, no, you know.
Okay.
I'm out of that, brothers.
I'll say something after we go off air.
It's common to North Carolina, I hear.
All right. Okay, everybody.
No, you get drugged down the dirt road here, brother.
Friday with Bob Seger, Stranger in Town. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Tunes Brothers, smash and grab.